Ew! That's better. Hello everyone, Nash Rathbone here again. The other day, I think it was a Saturday, this rather nice little box dropped through my letterbox from GearBest. It looks nice, doesn't it? Unfortunately, that's where the niceness ends. Yeah, let's have a look. What the... Speechless once again, guys. This thing is not particularly very nice, is it? Before we go too far, do we really want to take a closer look at this thing? So, here we are then, guys. Here's the blade. Yes, it's got the Sanjia name and logo on here, but it looks like a bear to me. You've got this interesting recurve at the front of the blade with the belly at the back of the blade and a bit of maybe a sharpish point there. We have a little bit of as you can see, a little bit of jimping just there. Here is the scales. Not too bad. They offer you a nice amount of grip. So look, we've got a switch on the back here. I'll explain that later on. As you can see, we have, let's have a look, nylon washers there and there. We also have some nylon washers at the back too, look. And then on the other side, we have this pocket clip, which is quite strong, held in with 3 Allen screws. In fact, the whole thing is held together with Allen screws. If we take a closer look, I'll get the macro lens on. We'll take a look at a couple of these screws. Now, I initially thought these screws were Torx screws until I got a pair of glasses and a magnifying glass, and I could see they're actually Allen screws. Look. However, this one here has been seriously damaged during the construction process. These two are roughly right, but you can see what I mean. That looks almost like Torx screw, doesn't it? It's I guess it's been damaged again. Over this side, is somebody hiding under there? Yes, they are. Yes, they've got the same thing over here. Look, I mean, again, that one looks almost like a Torx screw. So they've been damaged a little bit. Okay, guys. If indeed there is an interesting part, let's get to it. This switch on the back here, which I mentioned earlier on, you can't do anything with a knife while it's switched on, as it were, because it locks it. If we shove it forward, like so, we unlock the mechanism. Right, so this is where it becomes a little bit iffy. If you're not careful, you can either stab yourself or cut yourself. Let me just demonstrate that. So to get the blade out, we have to push it forward thusly, and then it locks into place. Okay, so can you guys see the problem with this? I'm sure some of you will have noticed how I was holding it before I opened it. You can see the spine of the blade just here, closest to my hand, and when we push it, you can see the nice sharp tip beginning to protrude through. If you do it this way, if you hold it this way with the spine at the top, what happens is the blade starts to come out and straight into your finger. That's nice then. Or if you hold it like this, oh look, it's going to slice your finger to pieces as it comes out, look. Brilliant. And this is the reason why you want to hold it this way up, with the Sanjia name and logo upside down. Then when you open it, it goes away from your hand. And I'm sure we can all imagine what would happen if the lock came off whilst in your pocket and maybe you crouched down or sat down or had to bend over or something. Good grief. That could be painful then. And can you imagine, guys, what would happen if it came undone in your pocket facing in this direction, look, and it got compressed somehow, look. Oh, that doesn't even bear thinking about, does it? So this probably isn't the best design we've ever seen so far, is it? I mean, look how it's trying to chop my finger here, look. Oh, good grief. So turn it over and do it that way, look. And then it locks into place, kind of. Because you can still actually, it doesn't actually lock as such because you can very easily disengage it like that. So, is this a lock knife or is it not a lock knife? This Sanrenmu 7094 is a slip joint and you can disengage it in a similar fashion. Here is another slip joint you can disengage in a similar fashion. So is this classed as a lock knife or a slip joint then? Because it doesn't really lock as such, does it? Who knows? Who cares? I mean, look at it. It doesn't really matter, does it? What it is. Anyway, let's get serious for a moment, guys. We'll get the tape measure in. Closed, the overall length that I can see is around about 105 mil. GearBest have got, yes, they've got that too. That's good then. Let's very carefully, hopefully, try and open the thing. Right, and there it is. Overall length 140 mil. Yes, GearBest has got 140 mil. Blade length along the cutting edge around about 60 mil. That's what GearBest have got too. So you better chuck it on the scales then. Oh, what was going on there then? That was interesting. Anyway, let's try and chuck the knife on it. 59 grams, or 2 1/8 of an ounce. I picked up this ugly little bugger from GearBest. Currently you're looking at £3.64 or $4.54 for this. You know, if you really must have one. It's ergonomically, once you get hold of it, it's alright. I might be able to feel a little bit of a hot spot from the clip. There's not a lot really. I suppose the big test will come when we do the cutting tests. So where's the bitzer bag? Just there. Right then. Let's have a go with some paper then, as per usual. Yeah, it's kind of a bit raggedy, look. It's not all that good. Oh. So there we go, there's a bit of paper. There's some cardboard here. My usual cardboard stuff. With a couple of cuts with cardboard. Seems to be doing okay with the cardboard. It likes the cardboard alright. It's a bit, feels a bit loose when you chop stuff up with it like cardboard. Okay, let's have a look at this this cabley stuff then. Let's see what it can do with that. Some of my knives can chop through this, no bother whatsoever. Let's try this Sanjia, shall we? Oh, that was interesting. It cut through that quite nice and easily then. What about some more slightly heavy duty this stuff here? I think it's 24020. Let's have a look. Slightly heavier gauge stuff. 24 strands in here. yeah, it's chopped into that. Will we be able to try the chopping block with this funny shaped blade? Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah. Yep. Oh, not that bit. Yes, that's funny. Look, didn't chop through that at all properly. I think what it is because I've got all these marks on there. Look. Let's get a fresh bit going. Oh yeah. So it's kind of pinging it about. So we've got to that bit there. Look. Never mind. I wonder if we should try an offcut of heavy duty tie wrap. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. Let's get a loop going so I can get hold of it. Get the blade in there, and not really. It slides off of it quite nicely. I did it the second time though, so it took a couple of hits to do it. As you can see, it's trying to carve it, but it's not very good. Let's bring in Link's seat belt before we go on to the package strapping. We'll try the seat belt, shall we? Here we go. Let's get a loop. Can we get hold of it? Yes, sort of. Get the Sanjia in there. Yeah, it's chopping its way through there, look. Not too bad. A little strand there. What about the piercing test? Yeah, you can just about see it piercing through there. Being very careful of my fingers here. Right, where's the package strapping? Here it is. This is some tough stuff, this one. I've got some slightly weaker stuff in here we can try first. It's very thin white stuff. Let's just try it with that, shall we, first? If I can get a loop going. Here we are. Right. Yep, chop through that, and then it should do because it's very thin stuff. This is the stuff to be trying it with. This heavy duty stuff. It carves the end up nicely. Look, oh, there's a bit of a squeak there. All right, fold him over. What about this way then? Oh, blimey, it's trying. Oh, that took some effort. What about the rope? Well, I've only got offcuts in here, but I've got a brand new bag of the stuff here. Sorry, I've got a brand new bag of the stuff here. Get rid of the cardboard. Lots of rustling later. Where's the end of this thing then? Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Here's an end. Right, so this is this cheapy horrible rope that I don't really like. Let's fold it over a few times. See what it can do with the rope. Get it in there, and well, it didn't do too bad with the rope, did it? Okay, so we'll get that in the bag then. Where's that paper gone? Because it was sort of average with the paper, wasn't it? I wonder if we've taken the edge off with all this chopping. No, it's still going, look. Ish. It's folded it over nicely there, look. Brilliant. Well, it's never going to be very good, is it? Let's face it, guys. Okay, so it's averagely sharp then. I did see another review some time ago. One of the review guys had got a hold of one of these, and he gave it some considerable stick with some cardboard. Just, you know, chop loads of cardboard, and it did actually take the edge off of it. That's what might have happened here. It wasn't doing a very good job on the paper afterwards, was it? I do think this is another very ugly knife, isn't it, guys? I'll tell you, let's compare it with my other ugly knives. First off, we'll have the SR S033E. That's a bit of a funny looking thing as well, isn't it? Then of course we have this, whatever the hell it is, plain ugly. One of you, my viewers, said that his came marked as bokeh. I have seen them marked as bokeh, and obviously they're not a genuine bokeh whatsoever. If they do come to you marked bokeh, they're not, and they won't be covered under their warranty either if something goes wrong with it. And I've also seen them, which is interesting, in different colours. You can get them in like red and blue, I think. I'm toying with the idea of getting a red one in myself actually, because they come in this red handle, sort of satin finished blade, and it hasn't got any holes in here. So I'm sort of toying with the idea of whether to get one of those or not. Be interesting to see one, wouldn't it? Okay then guys, what's your opinion on this knife then? Do you like it? Would you like one? Will you be ordering one soon? Will you be carrying on a regular basis? Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. I don't know, I think it's a bit of an ugly bugger myself. The design is a bit, I don't know, strange. The mechanism could be better. It's certainly a little bit iffy if you open it the wrong way. Look, get it the wrong way, it can soon come out and grab you in the stab you in the hand. Look. So ow, and I'll just pinch my finger up in the mechanism as well. So it's best to open it with the spine of the blade facing your hands. Look, there it goes. All right then guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. I tried to keep it a little light-hearted in places, because I mean, look at it. So if you haven't done so already, or you're new to the channel, you can subscribe, and don't forget to click on this little bell here. We'll give you the option to receive updates, and you know, as and when I upload new videos. You can click like if you want to, and you can share it with your friends, because let's face it, they might be completely shocked by this thing as well. And you can follow me on Instagram as well, and that is where I put all the new stuff that comes through my letterbox as and when it comes in, very often on the day it comes in, and more than likely after me tea. Okay then guys, well thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back to Rathbone Manor for another review. Alright then guys, I'll catch you later then. Bye!
Rough.